here for another quick episode of Cooking with Love. Not going to have a long one today. I've got a lot going on in my schedule. I took a little extra time with God today, and I've got a few phone calls to make and some appointments later. So I'm going to make this short and sweet, but it's going to be good. If you ever want to make chicken for guests, first of all, choose some good chicken. Okay, I'm going to recommend to you something that they sell through H-E-B, and it's actually boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and it's all natural chicken. It has no antibiotics, it has no added hormones, it's always vegetarian fed, no byproducts, it's raised cage free, so it's not stuck in those pens where they're all on top of each other, and no additives or preservatives. So this is a great choice, and look at these beautiful chicken breasts. Check that out. Just beautiful. And what I like to do is I like to take and put a marinade on it. So when you cook it, if the edge is kind of brown or you get some crispy spots on it, it doesn't turn into cancer-causing carcinogens, because when you marinate, it protects you from that. It's pretty amazing how much that level drops of those kind of compounds if you just marinate first. And a great healthy marinade, you can use a wine or something. Instead of using an alcoholic thing, I use just a little bit, not much. It's overpowering if you use too much, just a tiny bit. But apple cider vinegar right there. Now this is Bragg's, and it's organic, and I highly recommend it. It has the mother in it. Whatever apple cider vinegar you use, make sure it has the mother, because that's the better stuff for you. It's going to have the healthy bacteria and stuff in it that is really good for you. It's good for not just your gut, but your mind is connected to your gut, and so it helps your mind as well. And then the other ingredients, some beef bone broth. Now that is organic. That's organic beef bone broth, and it's concentrated, so you don't need a lot. You can just squirt a tiny bit in there. A little bit of organic lemon juice. That's really good stuff for you. A little bit of organic balsamic vinaigrette, and a little bit of Sky Valley Organic Thai peanut sauce. You mix those together. I would say put about 1 to 2 tablespoons of each, depending on which one you like the best. I always add more of the vinaigrette and the peanut sauce than anything else, because those both taste delicious, and the combination is amazing. You don't really need any other seasonings than that. Once you've marinated your chicken in that, you only need to marinate it for like 30 to 60 minutes. That's it. Pour it in the bowl, put the lid on it, put it in the refrigerator. I use a glass bowl. I don't like to use plastic. I don't like to use metal. I like to use glass for that. And just let it sit in the refrigerator covered for probably 45 minutes. That'd be great. Maybe an hour at the most. And then when you go to cook it, you can cook it any way you want. If you want to slice it up and stir fry it, or chop it up and stir fry it. If you want to bake it, it comes out great. If you want to broil it, it comes out awesome. It's really quick. Make sure you watch it, because it's easy to burn something when you're broiling it. When you put that broil on, remember, on your oven, that turns that heat up to 500 degrees. And it's the top burner that's burning. And so if you put it too close, or if you leave it in too long, it's going to burn. So you got to really watch it. And it can burn in like 5 minutes. So really be careful with that. As soon as it browns on one side, you want to turn it over, let it brown on the other side. It will take less on the second side than it did on the first, and you do not want it to get tough and dried out. So make sure you check on that chicken and just keep watching it. Like every minute or two, keep checking on it to make sure as soon as it turns like a nice golden brown, you want to turn it over. And then as soon as that side turns a nice golden brown, you want to take it out and cut into it, make sure it's done. Now, if it's not done, don't cut into every chicken breast you have. You don't want them to dry out. You cut into them, you'll lose your juice. Just cut into one just to check. If it's not quite done, put it right back in for just a couple minutes. It should be done by then. Okay, so when you're cooking the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roast it in a frying pan. And the reason why is because it's quicker. And I'm super hungry because I went on extra long prayer time, and I didn't eat a lot beforehand because I'm intermittent fasting, which helps keep your weight down and keeps your metabolism revved and charged. And I did a little bit of weight training. A lot of people have been asking me how old I am. Just so you know, I turned 58 this year, so 2 years away from 60. Not bad, if I do say so myself. So anyways, I will use some tongs like this to pick up the chicken because they won't pierce the breast and let all the juices out. And I'll show you what I got cooking. Look at that. So look at that. We got some mixed veggies in there, some young baby tender celery. I like to use the tips too. Even the leaves are tasty, and again, fiber, nutrients, really good for you. The carrots, red onion. I've got some organic baby bellas I'm going to add to this, and what a beautiful medley. We got a little caramelization going on the chicken. You don't have to worry about that because that was marinated, so that protects it from developing the carcinogens like it would if you did not marinate it, and you got it a little charred on the edges. It tastes delicious to have a little bit of that on the meat. It caramelizes the meat and adds a sweet, savory flavor that you want in your meat. And again, the mushrooms, the everything else, onions, a little bit of baby carrots, organic baby carrots cut up, some sweet bulb onions. They're just being stir-fried in the pan along with the chicken. I didn't put those in until after I cooked one side of the chicken breast completely because I don't want those to burn. So, man, it smells delicious. I wish you could try some right now. Okay, so now we've plated it, and oh my goodness, does that not look delicious? I can't wait to dig in. All right, and you'll have some awesomely delicious and moist and tasty chicken without much effort. I love you guys. I hope this helps. Remember, love one another deeply from the heart. I mean, it really does. Love is the most excellent way, and I'm telling you, it really does cure everything that ails anyone. And love covers over a multitude of sins. Just keep loving each other. You cannot go wrong. The Bible says love never fails. So let's love deeply. Love one another from the heart. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, man, that is good. Oh. Now that definitely, I got a celebration going on right now. My taste buds are having a big party, enjoying this. Man, I tell you, God gave us some good stuff to eat.